back on MorningLine. Shifting gears a bit here, as you know, on this program, we like to try to, when we can, promote some various charitable causes, having big events that help people. You see on the screen there, For the Cause of Golf tournament. That is not a misprint, for, because we're talking about golf. And that's always a good way to raise money. Lisa Fox is with us. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
It's nice to have you on. All right, this organization that you represent, that you're on to talk about, nonprofit, Wilder Rain, and it's having a fundraising event at the Pine Creek Golf Course coming up, I guess, in April, right?
April 20th.
April 20th.
Yeah.
So the first question, and when I saw this too, what is Wilder Rain?
It's a nonprofit organization that seeks to empower those that are challenged by major medical, mental health, and terminal illnesses.
So, and how do you go about helping? Is it if someone's dealing with medical bills? Is it?
It could be, yeah, it could be medical bills. It could be, you know, if they're out of work and they're not able to pay their bills. So basically what they can do is go to our website, fill out an application, and as long as we have the funds, we're able to help them out.
So it's financial assistance often then is how it works out.
Yeah, and
awesome.
care, concern, and compassion, giving them hope.
Yeah.
Acknowledging their challenge.
Sure.
Yeah.
How long has Wilder Rain been around?
Almost 3 years.
Almost 3 years.
Yes.
And the idea of it, how did it get started? Do you know? Just, is it something that, obviously there's a need, right?
Well, currently I have another business, and we serve individuals with autism and other intellectual disabilities. And also my husband and I have been through a number of life experiences. We had a family member that passed away of terminal brain cancer.
Oh, sorry.
Another one of ALS. And we just remember the impact that it had on our family. And with the current work that I'm doing in the field of applied behavior analysis with kids with autism, I just realized that there's a need.
Yeah.
There's a need in the community for support.
Oh, absolutely. And it's interesting. Then it's not just about helping necessarily the individual that's dealing with that crisis. It's also their family as well.
Absolutely.
Because I had an uncle who died of a terminal brain tumor as well. It was awful.
Yeah.
A period of time. I forget what it's called. What kind did you...
Glioblastoma?
Yeah, that's it. It's like the worst.
It is the worst.
There's nothing you can do about it. It's horrible, and it's a slow process, and then they lose their memory, and it was very, very hard, not just for him, but for all the family around in the process. So in a situation like that, resources certainly are. Education, learning about what this was, how would you help someone in that kind of scenario?
If they needed education on the...
Well, yeah, I guess I sure would have. It took me a while to get up to speed. Now, his wife and family, immediate family, did a wonderful job with it. But boy, when you first get that diagnosis, you're like in shock.
Right, and I think that's the part that we're about helping, is getting them through the shock factor. I refer to it as the twilight zone a lot of the times. People are bewildered, they don't know what to do, and it's just good to know that someone out there cares.
I think it's awesome. And what is the plan of action for this coming year? We're in a new year. You guys have been around for 3 years. What are your hopes and plans moving forward with this?
We have 3 events a year. The first one this year is For the Cause, and we have Props on Priest in September, and then we also do a cornhole tournament and chili cook-off. So the plan is just to continue to expand on those events to try to increase sponsorship and participation. We're also working on membership packages so that people can sign up and be a member and just continue to be informed on everything we're doing.
We're showing some video of Pine Creek. I was telling you, that is a wonderful course. I used to live just down the road from it. I remember when it was built, and now it has matured into a neat place. So tell us a little bit about this event coming up again in April, and how do people sign up? Well, what's it about?
They can sign up on our website.
Okay.
Or they can just, they can. Is
that www.wilder-rain.org?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, so they can sign up online.
Yeah. We got it on the screen. Yeah.
Yes, they can also pay to participate online as well. It's a 4-person scramble. There'll be lunch served. There'll be contest. We'll have a golf pro there. And you can try to beat the pro. There'll be a raffle and silent auction as well.
Okay, and then all of the money that's raised in these events goes, as you know, to support the organization as a whole.
Yes, there's no employees.
So is it just you and your husband?
It's me and my husband, and we have a team of individuals that work for our other company, and they support it as well. So
it's just kind of, this came to you as because of what you went through, a calling to say, yeah, when you see other people going through what we went through,
right,
we need to find a way. Because I guess you would have liked to have had an organization like this when you went through it.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's really what it comes down to, right?
Absolutely.
Which I think is fantastic. And as far as the growth, there are organizations like, I don't know, specifically like this. You know, there's not a lot that get into this, right? That's why there was the need.
I would assume so. There's not enough.
Well, you didn't know exactly where you were going to turn when you were dealing with it. How do people find out if they need help? How do they contact the organization? As you said, I mean, if I'm dealing with a medical crisis like this, I'm not thinking, oh, I'm gonna go ahead right now and call Wilder Rain. That's the last thing on my mind. I mean, do people refer them to you, or how does that work?
A lot of time, a friend or a family member of the person impacted will fill out an application on their behalf.
Okay. Well, I guess it's shows like this to try to get the word out, right?
Right.
Get the word out and and hopefully you just keep growing. Hopefully it'll get to the point where it's so busy, it's not just, it's too much for you and your husband to handle.
Right.
That would be good, right?
Right. Another exciting thing is at this golf tournament, we want to have a business on every hole.
Okay.
So that
sponsors of holes.
Right. So as people are supporting us, we want to also support businesses that support us through networking and advertisement.
Awesome. Well, put that information up there. We'll have it again as we wrap up. If you can, sign up for Benefiting Wilder Rain. I think it's a great organization, and it helps folks. And that's what we need. I hope it continues to grow. Lisa, pleasure having you come on.
Thank you.
Have fun at that event. I hope it goes well. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks.
I'll be back to wrap these up right after this.